Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's just get into it. So I'm just cleaning my niece's face. This is my niece, and then I put Smashbox Prep and Prime spray, and then I just mattified her brows with some powder, and I'm just lining her brows now, shaping them really. She's got quite sparse brows, so it was really a matter of me both shaping them as well as actually figuring out a shape that would look good on her as well. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just shaping out her brows. Yeah, that's what I'm doing basically, just shaping them, creating a brow shape that will look good with her face. She's got quite a heart-shaped face, my niece. Yeah, so so I was just shipping them out for her, you know, as you do. So initially I was using, I think it was MUA. No, sorry, it was first. Was it MUA? I think initially it was MUA brow pencil. And then I felt like it wasn't really as pigmented as I would have wanted it to be. So I then started to use a little bit of my, that's where I started using my Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow in dark brown. And then I shaped her brows with LA Girl Proconceal in, I think I used Beautiful Bronze, I used Toffee. Yeah, I used Toffee to shape her brows. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. So I'm just shipping them, just making sure I can make them as sharp as possible, make it look like she just went and got her brows, you know, plucked or threaded or whatever, you know. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll just blend it all out. So I'll just blending as per usual. Blending, and then in the front I used a bit of the foundation colour, her foundation colour, which I ended up using my Lancome Teint Idol stick in 40. So that's what I'm doing here. I don't like using the same the toffee colour for the front of the eye because it'll just look a bit too fake, and then I felt it was a bit too big, so I thinned it out with cotton buds. And then I primed her lids again as per usual with the same concealer I used. Then I went in with her first shade, which was from the Juvias Place. What palette did I use? I think Nubian 2 palette. Yeah, it was Nubian 2 palette. So I went in with the dark brown in there first, and I'm just blending it into her crease. Her eyes, she's got quite small eyes as well, so I was just thinking of ways to make them bigger. And then I'm just blowing it out, blending it out a bit more. I think I also used the lightest brown in that. Yeah, I did. I used the lightest brown in the same Nubian, I think it's Nubian 2 palette, in order to make it more of a transitional look, so it looks more gradient, as you can see. Then I went in with the darkish brown. Hold on, what did I do? Yeah, darkish brown. Then I went in with the green in the same palette. I should have really just showed the palette so you lot knew what palette I was talking about, but I'll put it in the description box as per usual. This was a one palette look, to be fair, so yeah. Then I used the green in it, and I'm just blending it out. I wanted it to be more of a seamless look as opposed to it being like a cut crease or anything like that. So I'm just adding a bit more green to make it as intense as I wanted it to be, really. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And apologies for my positioning, guys, because I know sometimes you're going to see my dry back. You're also going to just see my hand in her face, and then you just, you know, so I'm sorry about it. Then I used the burgundy brownie color in that same palette, just to give it more of a gradient look. So as you can see, I'm just blending the two colors there together. And then I lined her brows, I lined her lids with my NYX matte liner in black, as you can see. And I just realized, guys, like, you know the tattoo that you can see that I done that when I was 15 and I'm now 39, and so you can see I didn't realize how faded it looked, you know what I mean? But there you go, that's life, you know. But yeah, that's that. And so yeah, I'm just lining her brows, lining her lids, sorry. I will come back to it because I when I did her under eye, I then attached the two together, so you're going to see that soon. So then I went on to, what did I do after that? Obviously just chatting away. She's chatting and charring. I just cleaned her under eye a little bit because obviously I put a bit of the concealer there. And I think this is where I put the primer. At some point I did put primer. I can't remember when it was, but that looks like the orange corrector. So already I would have put primer. She is she's combination skin, so I would have put Embryolisse Mat and the Lait as primers. There you can see I first initially lined her under eye with Rimmel Scandalize, and then I went in with Lancome Teint Idol Stick Foundation in 14. Yeah, so that's what I did, and I didn't realize that that is quite a perfect color for her because she's quite hyperpigmented. It kind of just yeah, it just blended into her skin nicely. It was really good. And because Teint Idol 14 is a neutral color, so basically meaning that it hasn't got any undertone in it. It's got no yellow or pink undertones in it. So that's what my niece is. So yeah, I'm just blending out, stippling it out onto her thighs, as you do. And then I went in with, initially I went in with Beautiful Bronze in my LA Girl Proconceal. Then I felt it was a bit too dark, so then I put a little bit of Toffee as well. And then there you can see I'm just blending it out with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. As you can see, I'm just blending and blending. That's all makeup is about. Blending, and blending. You know what I mean? So that is what I'm doing to create a flawless look where you can't see where the concealer starts and you can't see where the foundation finishes, basically. That's what I'm doing. Creating a natural highlight under her eyes. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I just blended the bridge of her nose as well. Didn't put too much concealer on her forehead. I just blended out what was on her nose, the residue from what came out on her nose. I just put it on her eyes, on her forehead. So yeah, I'm just blending. Yeah. Yeah. And then I went in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder to set all in place. As you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of like a heavy bake. I just put an even layer in the highlighted areas and I just go about my business. Then I started blending it out with I used, what did I use again? I think it was LA Girl HD powder in Cocoa. Yeah, just a little contour. And I went down her nose with it as well. Then I created a more distinctive contour by adding Laura Mercier to cut her cheekbones, basically. And then I'm just blending everything out with my Laura Mercier in dark translucent powder. So everywhere I didn't set before with the highlighted, I set what am I talking about? Here I'm contouring. Sorry, not contouring. I then used a bit of bronze. Sorry guys, I'm getting confused. I used a bit of bronze. So I used my CoverGirl bronzer, and then I cleared her highlighted area with the darker Laura Mercier. Then I used a little bit of Juvia's Place Bella blusher to give her a little bit of color on her cheeks, just a little bit, as you do. And then, as you guys know, I always, whatever I put on with one brush, I always blend it out with the previous brush that I was using. So you're gonna see me do that soon. I'm here, I'm just using a bit of bronzer again on her nose, blending it out with the previous brush. So yeah, I'm just using CoverGirl bronzer. Then I went in with, I think it's Juvia's Place highlighter, I can't remember the name, it will be in the description box, just to give her a little bit more glow, you know what I mean, as you do. So that is what I'm doing here. I like a subtle glow. I don't like it to be too much in your face. I put it on a dot on her nose and a bit on the bridge of her nose as well, and then on her brow bone as well, just to give a bit more highlight. So that's what I'm doing here. Just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Then I went in with the darkest green in the Morphe 35M palette to smoke out her under eye. And then I went back in, yeah, that's the palette I used. I think that's Nubian too. I went in with the dark brown in there again to blend that out as well. And then, as I said, I was going to connect the wing line to the bottom eye, so that's what I'm doing here. Sorry guys, my big body is in the way, but yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah, I'm going to continue to blend it out and connect it to the top eye, kind of like ting-a-ling. And then first I put a bit of moisturizer on her lips, and I also coated her little lashes that she's got, because I was going to put lashes on. Lashes on. Here I'm just putting a bit of Morphe Brow Gel in on her brows, just to set them in place and give them a more defined look. Then I defined her lips with an Unbranded Burgandy liner. I wasn't even sure what color I was going to do, but I just winged it in the end. Let me not lie to you. So yeah, I'm just lining it. It looks a little bit like the MAC Chestnut. It's like a dupe for the MAC Chestnut, to be honest, because it's got that rich burgundy color. Then I used I think it was my Burberry's Lip Contour, which I love. Then I used Milani Metallic Red. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put the right color in the description box. And then I'm just blending both the lip contour and the Milani color together. But I still felt like I wanted it a bit more ombre. So you're going to see I'm going to use my MAC Lady Be Good liquid liner for the middle. Just a little bit to blend it all together. But here I'm just blending, yeah, there it is. So I just started blending that into it as well. just to give the lips a bit more definition, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is what I'm doing here. Just blending everything together really before it all dried up. And there you go, that's the finished look. I sprayed her eyes. Then I did try, I attempted to put the lashes online, but it was just taking so long, I just couldn't be bothered to edit it all out. Let me not lie. So guys, that's the lashes and that is the finished look. And I could see that I needed to blend the lash line together, so I put a bit of the liquid liner that I had used for her wing liner there, and that's the finished look. And as you can see, she's feeling herself, you know what I mean? And that's the best, you know, reward that I get from doing makeup. So yeah, that is it, guys. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. If you'd like me to do any other looks, please feel free to comment in the comment box, and I will be sure to adhere to your suggestions, you know what I mean? So take care. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.